Blessed, you have been chosen by God to compete for righteous glory. 8 other champions will enter, but there can only be one MoY. And now, introducing your host, Jake, the gluten-free careless.
And Peter Cheater Pigu Hat Sizzle
And welcome to the MoY Ploy.
Amen, amen. Welcome in, brother.
Dude, it took me long to load in. You were like introducing me as my intro faded, so who knows if the intro worked or didn't work. But I'm guessing you
I
have
feel
a
like
different
the
feed.
feed that I got is probably the one that works the right way. All right, boys. We did it. We made it through the regular season. The MoY votes are pouring in. They are due before Sunday. I will
wanna
chase down
say-
everyone who has not voted. Do not worry.
Congratulations to Eddie, Zach, Brett. Thanks for completing a full regular season. Again, in the past,
Congratulations on joining the
out.
greatest
Some people have bowed
fantasy
out
football league.
mid-season due to the pressures that are associated with the MoY Ploy League. So,
We have had that actually.
like, congratulations and thank you for
It was
playing.
giving him anxiety attacks.
You think the MoY
No,
Ploy
no.
isn't real, but it is. It hits heavy and it hits hard.
It does. It does. That it does. I will agree with you there.
All right, the toilet bowl. Well, let's figure out what happened last week, maybe.
There you go. Let's recap the final week of the season, fellers. All right, final week of the season. In a very relevant game of the week, we had a barn burner, highest scoring matchup in the entire week, and Ray the Rat barely edges out a fantastic showing by my 2-11 team, I might say.
Ooh.
Just that Jalen Hurts and then his depth was just barely enough to get past me there. Great job by the Rat there to secure his playoff. It would not have mattered, though, as Brett Tet was crushed like a cockroach underneath the boot heel of Trevor Trust.
Oh my lord. I better bring points like that versus Rick Ray. Just saying.
Hey, we had a bet, and you know who won?
Eddie Disler.
That's right. Let's take a little look-see here. Let's
Eddie
take a little
Disler.
look-see at the standings.
They had the same record.
Oh, the same record, but Eddie
push.
just gets edged out by Brett in
It's a
points
push.
for.
Nah, it was record or die. It was a push.
Record or die. It was
These
a push.
boys, what did we learn about them is maybe the biggest lesson of all.
Ooh.
Wow.
I think we
We'll
learned
save it,
that.
Tease it.
Okay.
No,
Taste it. Tease it.
And taste it. No, what did you learn about Brett and Eddie? I learned that they're willing to adjust their play style after they've almost been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. They absolutely want to wait until it is too late. And you know what? It bit them both in the ass because look at them sitting there, right there.
They're so close.
Either one, they were one game away. Either one could have been there, but
instead
they chose neither one.
They fueled the records of Z Warren, your dad. Probably even Ray fed off of them a little bit. Ray had to have gotten 7 wins somewhere. I gave him 2, so this ain't good.
little bit.
This
All right.
Ain't good.
The next matchup, we had Brent Tent getting blown out by Eddie Disler.
Eddie Disler.
Then we had Z-Warren shitting the bed against a Fandalorian, possibly a sign of things to come.
Premonition? Is this a Are we seeing the future here?
Could be, could be. And Brent Tet getting
Brett bodied.
absolutely crushed. Is
But
that
that was second
72
highest,
points?
second high or second lowest score of the week, I think.
No, yeah, that
149.
goes to Brett
Brett.
Tent. Yeah, Brent has been bringing that honor home on a pretty regular basis lately. I'm
Look,
actually curious. Did he get lowest score last week too?
if
Yep.
Tyreek,
Did he
when
get
you
lowest score
trade
the week
away,
before that? Hold on. Did he get lowest score the week before that?
yes,
Yeah.
131.
Yeah.
Look,
Did he
when
get
you
so that's 3 weeks in a row? Hang on. Can we make it 4? Yes, we can. Can we make it 5? Oh, Eddie got him to break the 5 game shit streak. Brent only scored the worst in the league 4 times in a row. Not quite 5.
look, he didn't have Tyreek Hill that week.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens? Like when you trade the number one wide receiver in the entire league, your score is probably going to go down.
It's true. Just so happens to be true. All right. Peter Cheater Pigu Hot Sizzle O'Donnell.
Dizzle.
We had our chance to petition for Moy's. That is done. We had our chance to petition for Woy's. That is done. I want to hear your predictions.
Spicy. A lot of people. This is tough. Let's start on the Woy. I always feel like Woy is an easier award to hand out than Moy. Moy. Moy, because Moy can be actually, you can actually be a meme and earn Moy. That's the beauty of the award. It is everything.
Mhm.
Woy, surprisingly, I'm going with someone who I think you're gonna get destroyed. I think you're the front runner for Woy only because you're the commissioner, and I feel like you're in an unfavorable position. So who
Oh
I
yeah.
think should win and who is going to win are two different things. I think you're
Correct.
dead. I think you are done.
Den.
I think it is signed, sealed, and
D-E-N. Den.
delivered, baby. The Woy. And it sucks because again,
Do I deserve it?
no one's better at picking injured pro players that are going to have season-ending injuries. I know
Here's what I'll
that.
say. Do I deserve it? Yes.
Yes.
But does someone else deserve it more than me? Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, so many people. I can think of 2 other people that deserve it more, but
I agree.
I think one is safe because of his standing with the league. He is held in high regard.
Who is that?
Brent Van Conyu.
Oh.
He's a longtime alum of the league. He is held
Yes.
in very high regard.
Yes,
At
very
least
high esteem.
I hold him. I hold him in very high regard. I don't like having to say negative things about Brent Tent. I have no problem saying negative things about Brett Tet. Just for the record. Just so
For the
that's
record.
so it's understood.
Speaking of Brett
Who is your
Tet,
Woy? Who do you think will win? Who deserves it?
look, I think that someone standing in the league is a little too high. Because I think there's one person who's had one of the worst seasons we've ever seen. We go and let's take a look at the standings real quick.
Don't show it.
They have the lowest
think about
points for. So I have as many points for as the 6 and 7 teams. I'm ahead of Eddie, and I'm right there with Brett. But Brent has been outscored by even the bottom teams by over 100 points of even the worst of the non-playoff teams.
It's historical.
His defense is non-existent. He has the most points against. He has the fewest points for and the most points against. And he has the most points against by almost 200. Ray has the next highest points against, and he is 160 clear of Ray. That's
High integrity trades will do that.
high integrity trades will do that. Oh, I love how salty you are about those trades.
I just thought.
All right, let's as nice as the sound
I'm
of
a
our own
hater.
voices is,
Right.
let's get on to the next week. First week of the playoffs. Lego. First matchup, we've got the Rat Pack versus Trevor Trust.
We're starting in the winners
versus
bracket.
the fourth seed.
We're
Then
starting
we've got.
in the
We're doing a
winners
quick
bracket,
overview.
baby.
Quick
Okay.
overview.
Okay.
Then we've got the Fandalorian versus Z-Worn neighbors and lovers turned bitter enemies. The
The
Ménage a Trois is turning in on itself.
The narratives are outstanding for this winners bracket.
Then
playoff
we've got.
matchups.
I agree. Then we have the corrupt commissioner. Did he really start 3 Raiders? That'll do it.
Buck.
That'll do it. Ooh. All right.
And then Brett Tet.
Then we've got Brent Tent versus myself.
That's so
and then
good.
The 5 and 6 seeds.
I do love how the toilet bowl is set up so that you're effed if you're in the 5 or 6 seed. Somebody's going down.
Yeah.
Somebody who tried to compete.
Someone who doesn't deserve it gets a free pass into the second round. That'd be me.
I love the toilet bowl for that regard.
Man.
7 and 8. Yeah, you get a free. One of you's going to the championship. Hell
Amen. 2 and 11. Here I come.
I love it. And then this is so good. These guys battled so hard. They pivoted. They made a shot. Brett, 2 weeks ago.
Did Eddie really make a shot? Eddie was literally mathematically almost eliminated. He had to outscore Ray by 500 points coming down the stretch in order to make it in.
Brett is in 4th place. Been a tough 2 weeks.
It's been a tough 2 weeks, man.
Double L.
It's almost like someone warned him, but he didn't listen.
I
wrote him off.
He
wrote me back.
He
wrote back.
No, he wrote back, bro.
He wrote back.
Okay, so here are the great things. I love that the 2 neighbors, Z-Warren and your dad, are going at it.
The Ménage a Trois.
I don't want to play your dad right now. I wrote him off. He ain't right back, though. And he has been absolutely spicy. He traded away people that I would love to have my hands on. Justin Fields, Tom Brady. I do have TV 12. I think your dad, if you're
stirring right now. 1 second. I'm gonna go check and see if they're okay. I'll be right back.
understand. And this is it, boys. We're about to listen in to the deep thoughts with Pigu. All right, so Z-Warren and Todd Sizzle have an unbelievable matchup going on, but here's the thing. Z-Warren's explosive point potential is so much higher than Todd's, and if for some reason Lamar Jackson comes back, maybe...
No. I'm not going to let you get away with that. Hold up. If he's starting 3 players on the same team, his point potential is not explosive. It is limited.
Yeah. True.
I think you gotta talk about. So let's take a look.
It's the double QB theory. When you have 2 QBs that can that have a 50-point ceiling, it's a pretty good.
But he doesn't.
Pretty good. Yeah, I think Lamar and Kyler. Lamar is injured right now. He's got a PCL strain, which is questionable. It's going
to be tough for him to run with that too.
But if he comes back, I'm thinking next week. I mean, he might play him. If he plays this week, then
let me tell you what I don't understand.
I don't like playing Derek Carr on a Thursday. I like waiting till
That's what I'm
Sunday
saying. Because you've got Tyler Huntley.
Yeah,
that's a MoY move.
It's a MoY move in the playoffs. Thank God I can't consider that. He may have had some. He may have.
Let me tell you what just happened.
The playoffs.
This is the Todd Harris effect.
Ooh.
Oh my God! He started 4 players on the Vegas Raiders. He started Foster Moreau.
Absolutely. It does. It could have been a feast, but it wasn't, baby.
This is Todd Harris' psychological defense at its fucking finest.
A hard O, a 0 egg.
Wow.
But here's the thing. I honestly believe your dad's team, it doesn't have the double QB 100-point potential that if next week Lamar or even Tyler Huntley might be a
You don't
30
think that
burger.
Justin Herbert and Tua Tags doesn't have 100-point potential?
I
You
lied.
nuts?
I lied. I didn't know who your dad had. I was thinking maybe a little. I forgot that he
nuts?
traded away. Did he trade away Jacoby Brissett and get Jacoby Brissett and
Oh my
Mike
God,
Evans
this
for
team
Justin
is
Herbert?
deep too, man. Yikes.
It
Oh, he's
definitely has
dealing
some
with
appeal.
one. He's dealing with 4 players on bye, 5 players on bye this week. That's rough.
Your dad's got some players, you know. Kendall Hinton's going to be, unless he gets some touchdown upside, he's going against KC. He needs tutty upside, but there's some players here.
Look,
But
man.
he's QB heavy really this week. I don't know.
He's
And
QB
tight end
heavy.
heavy. And tight end heavy. He's dependent on if Joe Mixon doesn't play or whether Joe Mixon plays or not, because Samaje can be spicy.
When did he get Travis Kelce?
Dude, Brent traded it. Dude, again, these are
Did I miss a collusive trade?
high
No,
integrity.
I think that's when Brent got Mark Andrews, and I was like,
Mhm.
I can see why, because Brent had to win or die, and I think Kelsey was on bye that week. All right, PQ, I am gonna pass back to you, real
We're
quick. I'm
checking
gonna
in on
get a bottle
me and
ready.
the Rat Pack. This is a
This
high
is-
stakes
Child is still
matchup.
awake here.
Good luck. Good luck. Is it Deke or Thea?
No, it's Dorothea. Yeah,
Ah,
she's awake early because Deacon was throwing a
she
BF
cast her
earlier.
ballot. She cast her ballot for MoY and MoY.
She's trying to get herself settled. I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, let's talk about the your
We're
matchup with Ray.
Yeah, Ray. This is a spicy matchup. I am 0-2 versus Ray this year. I think Ray has by far the best team on paper in this league, hands down. It's not even close. I don't blame Watson for telling me I'm going to lose by, I don't know, 30 maybe. It's pretty close to a 30-point spread. I'm outclassed at QB. My only saving hope is that Joe Burrow is balling out. He's unbelievably ballerish. In the past 6 games, he's got 3 games over 30 and a 45 burger. Absolutely spicy. Trevor Lawrence has a good matchup on paper. I'm not sure how I feel if I'm going to go Brady or Lawrence. It really just depends. Kind of what I'm feeling on Sunday. I might take the savvy veteran as he kind of gets back in tune with his rhythm and the Tampa Bay offense. He did drop a 20 burger last week. Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, unbelievable players. I'm guessing they're both top 4 in total fantasy QB scoring, which is just really great drafting by Ray. I think he took Josh Allen first
Hey,
overall.
Quick interjection. Speaking of savvy veteran moves, do you regret trading Geno Smith for Tom Brady?
Yes, I do. I wrote him off. He ain't right back though. Tom Brady and Geno Smith are right next to one another in total QB scoring, believe it or not. If I'm looking at this right, I could be wrong, but it's Josh Allen 1, Patrick Mahomes 2, Jalen Hurts 3. He wrote me off. I ain't right back, yo. No, TB12's lower, so I don't know what I was looking at. I was looking at average points and Geno Smith. Geno Smith has a higher average still. Geno Smith's been unbelievable. But I really like the high ceiling potential of Jalen Waddle and Justin Jefferson. So I'm really counting on those guys to carry me through this matchup. Amon-Ra St. God is my other high ceiling player. I'm hoping pops off. Christian McCaffrey, hoping he pops off.
Yep.
I need a lot of value out of my high ceiling players. I think Ray has more high ceiling players than me and a higher ceiling.
Yeah,
in general. So
I agree.
Stefan,
Jalen, and he's got a double stack of
he's got
Jalen
a
Hurts, Devonta
yeah,
Smith, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. It really raises the ceiling.
it's
He has
unbelievable.
three
It's
elite
so
running
good,
backs: Saquon,
so
Kenneth
good.
Walker, and Travis Etienne. Your
Uh,
hope is that Kenneth Walker is injured. Saquon's a little nicked up as well, and then he doesn't have he's starting Zay Jones, Jerry Judy, two guys I'd rather not have in my starting lineup if I could help it.
no,
Um,
I want those guys in his lineup bad league.
exactly. Would you rather start Zay Jones or Rashad White? Give me Rashad, in my opinion. Although in this matchup, it is a juicy matchup for Zay. It's a bad matchup for Rashad. So I see that.
You take the
But
matchups.
that's
I'm a
why
big
that's why
matchups
we got
guy.
a 2 week situation set up for the playoffs. All right, now let's wrap this up and get out of here so I can go take care of this baby.
Yes, sir.
We have
Predictions
got.
this week. I think your dad is going to be ahead of Z Warren going into week 2.
Oh yeah, this
I think I'm gonna.
with this Raiders blunder that he's got going. Absolutely.
And I'll be trailing Ray. I think it's going to be closer than the spread, but not by much. I think probably 15,
Yeah,
20.
yeah. I think and that's what's great about the playoffs is that anything can happen.
But the second week is where it only matters, baby.
I agree.
You need to sell out. All right.
And then here in the toilet bowl, my prediction is myself over
Ooh.
Brent Tent.
You mean the guy
Um,
who's been the lowest scorer for
4 weeks in a
weeks
row.
straight? I agree.
Yes. And then
And
here, this
then-
is. I feel like this carries into whose record's going to be better.
I don't think Eddie's lineup is set, but I actually think Eddie is
It's not.
Eddie's hot. Eddie's hot right now. I'm
I
picking
agree.
Eddie. Does this count towards better record at the end of
Yeah.
the year?
Oh, definitely. $20 is going to somebody.
Now we have a push.
It's
Push
absolutely
into the playoffs.
going to somebody.
Eddie Disler. So I'm taking Brett Fitzgerald.
Speaking
who
of fish,
took 2 Rams players.
Speaking of fish, we're going to call it there. Enjoy the pictures of fish. Pigu, I'll holler at you when I get back. Y'all, I
Later.
hope y'all enjoyed the show.
Good
Catch
luck,
you on the next
boys.
one.